И всем здорово, товарищи, с вами снова Enderal, и мы продолжаем путешествовать по миру эндерала. В прошлой серии мы остановились на том, что продолжили выполнение главного квеста, а также нам поведали тайну одну, о том, что на самом деле рожденные светом мертвы. Вот так вот. И то, что все, что происходит, это уже было только немного в другом, так сказать, обличии. Были цивилизации, которые умирали, и типа вот это вот все красное безумие и обезумевшие звери, восстание мертвецов, это все связано с тем, то, что скоро эта цивилизация тоже канет в небытие. Вот. И нам нужно это предотвратить. Сейчас нам нужно пройти испытание для того, чтобы стать членом ордена полноправным. Вот. Поэтому, я думаю, самое время этим заняться. Это нужно нам в башне на границе со Средиземьем. Это нам, получается, нужно главные ворота, потом пройти к летающей этой хрени, не помню, как она называется. Ну, к этому типа дракону. И вот уже туда отправиться с помощью него. Естественно, заплатив некоторую сумму денег, но там она небольшая. По-моему, всего 20 монет или что-то около того. Вот, нам нужно вот сюда. То есть, так вот нам нужно повернуться. И да, вот так вот нужно только сначала переправиться через реку. Так, надеюсь, не умру. Умер. Это хорошо. На самом деле, согласись, какой же это прекрасный проработанный мир. Я когда начинал прохождение и устанавливал вообще эту игру, я не думал, что тут все настолько наполнено и настолько отличается от скайрима. Но это вообще совершенно другое, что-то совершенно новое. Вот эта вот хренота, не помню, как он называется. Мират, да. Так, а как вот это вот называется? Башня Мирада, граница Средиземья. Или Североземья, хрен знает. Граница Сердцеземья. Вот так вот. Можно нам как-нибудь это пропустить? Нет? Ну ладно, полетели. Так, кстати, я увидел вашу активность под серией последней на Ведьмака, и скоро выйдет новая часть, да. Скоро выйдет новая часть. Раз уж там так много просмотров и лайки есть, то да, буду делать продолжение. Просто я уже совсем хотел забить. Так, нам нужно... Вот. Да-да-да, вот он. Наши чуваки. Так, так. Я прислал, ага. Пошел в жопу. Хотя бы не скучно, но...
Then it seems I'm granted the extraordinary honor. Give me the package the Grandmaster gave you and say hello to. I hope you. In other words, it will be dangerous.
Все.
Be aware of that.
Так, привет.
Unexpected addition, aren't you? It does, actually. I'm Kalia Sakaresh. By my path, novice. I have been told what you did in Old Rashengrad. That you... An astonishing feat, truly. You have my respect for that. I know. But, you know, I'm really curious as to what the mercenaries thought they were... Anyway, it's been an honor to meet you in person. Let's talk later.
Давай. Так.
I don't want to
Чё?
You're prattling. I don't want to hear it. Just shove off.
Осторожнее, приятель.
Oh, just do me a...
Тебе въебать, а? Чё ты, блядь, охуел? Тварь. Нахуй. Если тебя за жопу схватит, я тебя спасать не буду, понял? В натуре принцесса.
These potions will be necessary later, so be careful with them. Apart from that, it's still
Несколько километров.
As you're all gifted with magic, the spores in the forest ahead will make you a little dizzy, but we won't stay for long. Any questions?
Вопросы? Каких спорах?
Long story. Simply put. So, in case you're thinking about exploring further, take some magical protection and some
Ну хорошо, двигаемся.
Stay close to me.
Двигаем. Странное зелье. Ага. Странное зелье. Странное зелье. Да. Ладно, его нет. Все, погнали, братан. Давай, веди нас. Веди. Ну, если что, я всем дам пизды. Что? Чё? Опять. Эти видения. Давно я их не видел.
What? Oh, did you now? Okay, look, you're very... Tealor always had a fondness for those kind of things, but I'm not really one
Давай.
for that. So let's
this
keep
is the
going.
Whispering Fork. Fascinating. I've read a lot about it, but never actually seen it.
Так, запись идет. Я проверяю, ну, что потом обидно просто будет, если серия не запишется. Ага, гнойный жук. А чего вы такие слабые? Просто, это же просто гнойный жук. Все, он типа с одного удара отлетает. Ну или почти с одного. Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй-яй-яй. Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй. Не, ну, кстати, довольно-таки не сильно ощутимые чуваки. Так, вы получили очков обучения и одно воспоминание. Пригодится. Давай, погнали дальше.
Wait, do you see that?
Да.
Yes, that man. What is he doing?
Who cares? He's probably just a traveler.
Что-то мне это не нравится.
No merchant in his right mind would voluntarily travel through the Whispering Forest. We'll go take
Там
a
труп
look.
какой-то или мне
Stay
кажется?
ready.
Погнали, пацаны. Лошадь. Ёпарасоты.
She's with me now, forever.
Чё?
What in? You there? Who are you? And what are you doing here? She's with me now, forever. What are
Чё?
you, deaf? Identify yourself.
His eyes. Master, this is the red madness.
Shit, of course. You will put away that pickaxe right now, my sir, and then get on your knees. She wanted to leave. Don't you understand?
О,
She wanted to leave me. Just like that.
This is disgusting.
ох,
She will stay.
ах.
By the righteous path. Have you lost your mind?
I could ask you the same thing, damn it. Did you forget what Magister Yarrow did to the novices? This man could have attacked us at any moment.
Блин, я тебя зауважал.
Oh, really? Malthus protects
Я тебя
us from
внутри
what
зауважал.
But did the thought ever cross your mind that one needs to understand a disease in order to heal it? And that apothecary might have given their left hand for a living patient?
This... You're not being fair, Master.
Молодец.
I was only protecting us.
Like heck you did. You behaved like an idiot. And not for the first time. The other masters might ignore that fact due to your religious commitment and your bloodline. I get that. But if something like this ever happens again, you will be suspended from the rites and will spend the rest of your life polishing prayer banks in the sanctum. Do I make myself
Это дурак. Не, ну, конечно, он может отчасти прав, но нас как бы не так много, чтобы его задержать, да и у нас другие как бы дела, алло. Че за лажа? Чё ты несешь? Все.
We will take care of the body after the ritual.
У него 100% не будет этого тела, когда мы вернемся. Если мы вернемся. Мы можем и не вернуться. Не знаю, что-то у меня. Я как-то... Плохое предчувствие. Правда, очень плохое. Не знаю. Странно как-то все. Это есть место нашего испытания?
Here it is, the first foothold. This is where Malthus's vassals erected their first camp. So behave yourselves. You too, prodigy.
И что делать?
Well then, before we start, there's something I need to tell you.
Ну-ка.
Something important. The rumors concerning the deaths of the Lightborn, they're true.
Я это знаю.
What?
The gods are dead. They fell 2 winters ago beneath the sword of an unknown traveler. We, that is, the Order, have known about this for quite some time now, but haven't told the common people yet. But since the three of you intend to take the trial, there's no way to disguise the truth anymore.
But how can a god die?
There was a prophecy, as old as the Lightborn themselves, in which there was talk of a shadow god, who would end the era of gods. And it came true. I'm sorry.
You're sorry? You're telling us that the gods have been killed, and you are sorry. What's next? That tomorrow the sun will stop shining? Tell us that this is a test, Master. It is, isn't it? A test of our faith.
No, the Lightborn are dead. But, hard as it may be to accept, we cannot afford to fall into a spiritual crisis right now.
The Order of the Gods, Malthus's order, was created to protect the Lightborn. And if what you're saying, this blasphemy is true, then we're meaningless. We failed, don't you see that?
Зря ты это сказал.
I just can't believe it.
And though I shan't be seen, thou shalt live by my virtue. 3rd Revelation, verse 137. I know it's hard, Dunmore, but if this is true, we have to show strength and keep on believing in what the Lightborn stood for, which is the idea of peace and...
Oh, just shut your mouth, Sakaresh. If anything, you lowborn scum are living proof that the Order is going down.
А вот сейчас я тебя перестал уважать.
Do you really think I don't know about the village? You're a damned witch, and if this were the old times, you would have been crucified long time ago.
You don't mean that, Dunmore.
Drop it, for heaven's sake! We're all on the same side here.
No, we are not. This wench doesn't have any right to wear the white robes. And if you would spend more time with the holy scriptures instead of your brandy bottle, you would see it as well.
Надо бы ему врезать.
But no, you just...
Shut up! I swear to you, one more word and you will wish that I just suspended you.
But...
No buts. Do you understand?
Yes.
I hope so, for your sake. Just be glad that this is a time when we need skilled mages more than ever. Just be glad. Now enough of this. Our demeanor defiles this sacred place. There will be enough time for depression and personal crisis after the trial. Let's recite the holy words. Thou art my light, my glimmer at the horizon. Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor. In life as in death. May your light guide me. Good. As you know, this trial will test the fortitude of your spirit. Because this is what distinguishes a keeper from a soldier. What distinguishes a wise man.
Без проблем, братан.
Keep that in mind. Now, Drink the potion I gave you.
Давай.
You first, prodigy. Let's hope the Grand Master was right about you.
Что дальше? И в пати коловрат. Ага, у нас пропали все вещи. Я слышал это. Такой звук только тогда, когда пропадают вещи. Типа снимается с экипировки. Замолчу. Сейчас будет что-то важное. О. Че это?
Oh no. No. No, no. They've lured you into a trap, you know. And you fell for it. Because you're arrogant.
Ты дурак?
Just as I am.
Меня обманули, что ли?
I was. I know I'm not real. But then again, if I told you that you and your friend Sirius actually lie dead at the bottom of the sea, and that everything, the answer is no. Because you don't want to be dead. Therefore you're my... Doesn't it? Tell me, what is time? A self-created sanctuary built from nothing but your wishes. But what? What? They haven't told you about him? Oh, that's so typical. The suppressor. He's the reason why we will... And... You know, sometimes I wonder... But no. No, not yet. It's too early to... Yeah.
Сбегите. А как?
What the? How... You simply opened it? But that... Come on. We have...
Почему у меня есть? А, у меня только магия. Я понял, в этом, мне кажется, и заключается испытание. Ну что, у нас нету ничего, кроме ножа и нашей магии. Ну ладно. Как же тут темно? Давай. Ага, пепел. Может, ты поможешь мне, а, братанчик? Короче, я понял, похоже, артронахи тут... Артронах-то бессмысленно. Так, пылающие искры. Третий ранг. Ага, мне нужно стремление. Может, тут, я думаю, оно будет более полезно. Так, нож мясника. А, ну, хоть что-то от него полезное есть. Рычаг. Ага. Понимаю. Так, ну нам нужно идти дальше. Списанная бумага. Железный боевой топор. Ага. Пососи. Тело. Еще одно тело. Еще тело. Топор. Можно поспать. Ну нет уж, спасибо. Ай-яй. Так. Собственно говоря, выбраться. Ага. Ага, показывает, что там есть выход. Точнее, проход, который... Там. Это, кстати, очень похоже на тюрьму в арке. Прям очень. Серьезно говорю. Прям похоже очень сильно. построение, вот, по крайней мере, вот тот зал. Да ладно, не ноет. Безысходность. Отчаяние. Бедная безысходность и отчаяние. Помянем. О. И в пати лаврат. Что ж тут творится-то, а? Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй, сука. Больно. Так темно, я вообще ничего не вижу. Что это? Вот совратителя вижу.
Do you see it? All the cells, they're all empty, and there's blood.
Ага.
Oh no. There were people in there just like us.
Может, ты дашь мне выйти, а? Я как бы понимаю, что ты всего лишь дебил, но я как бы все еще твой единственный твой помощник, твой единственный шанс на спасение. Так, куда нам идти? Так, нам нужно обратно. Еще бы понять, где тут обратно, а где тут не обратно. Потому что я ни хера не вижу. Нет, все-таки нам нужно туда. Блин, капец, вообще ничего не вижу. Серьезно? Прям вообще ничего почти. Так. То есть сейчас и направо. Точнее, налево. А что это даже? Как бы должен быть проход. А, все, понял. Я дебил. Так. Блин, если тут все так жестко, то, возможно, этот чел не пройдет. Ай, испытание, который меня бесил и до сих пор бесит. Ключ. Какая-то ловушка джавушкера. Дверь новичок, а у нас нету отмычки. Так, ключ собран. Чё?
Oh no, no! Can't you see? We're back.
Чё делать?
Suppressor's punishment. It will be horrible. No, you haven't. Because you're blind. The suppressor is here, in every single... But I should have known. I mean, what can you expect from someone who has killed his entire family? I followed you because for a brief... No, there isn't. Just look at us. Of course I'm a part of you, and you are a part of me. Isn't that obvious? But I should have known you wouldn't understand. You're too weak. You always were.
Что делать?
The suppressor's punishment. It will be horrible. No, you haven't. But I should have known. I mean, what can you expect from someone who has
Должен быть
killed his
живых.
entire family? I followed you because for a brief moment, you made me want to believe, and now you've dragged me into the abyss along with you.
Как найти выход? Те. Трэш. А может мне его отпердолить, а? Ага.
Yes, I am what keeps you in this place. But was it blind rage that made you act, or have you truly understood who I am? Have you understood what drives you and determines your actions? The salt corrodes your skin, and the water in your lungs is cold. But you still haven't found it, child, have you?
Ох. Чё за... Чё за...
Oh, hey. Good to see you awake. How are you feeling? Good question. The room was empty when I came here. Actually, that's quite weird now that you mention it. The entire temple seemed a bit, probably a ceremony or something like that. Now, tell me, how are you holding up? I heard this trial's quite the feat. Apparently, in the temple, you were brought here when you were traveling with that Ixen guy. I think the others are already awake, but I didn't want to leave you here, so I thought I'd just stay. I mean, hey, you are a keeper of the first sigil now, aren't you? I believe congratulations are in order. Well, you shouldn't. Do you know why? Because you're pathetic. Simply pathetic.
I said you are pathetic. At first, we believed it would be more exciting this time. But now that we've seen the...
Huh?
A nobody who let his only friend kick the bucket.
As if you'd ever accept that. You humans are always so damn persistent, aren't you? Why? Why can't you just let go?
Ты...
Because in the end, you are powerless,
Чуть
just
залажа.
like all those before you. And you, prophet, you are the biggest joke of all. You are a weakling.
Вы чё?
And a murderer.
Опять про убийцу.
And that is why you will burn. All of you. The cleansing will... What have you done to... The world is an interplay of cause and... But enough of the banter, urchin. Now wake up. Keep on stumbling through the...
Yes.
Уф. Эти коловрат. Ё-моё.
Thank Malphus. How are you? You look exhausted. You did. That's probably one of the after effects. But it's good to see the Grandmaster. I woke up just a few hours earlier, and he was here in the meantime. He didn't doubt for a single second. But I suppose mutual congratulations are in... Almost, yes. All that is left to do is... Speaking of whom, he also told me some things while you were asleep. About the Pyrean. This is so bizarre, really. At first we're told out of nowhere that the gods... The way you say that suggests some painful experiences you've had with the reign of the Lightborn. I never had those dreams the Grandmaster talked about, even though I'm mad. But then again, I always had the feeling that the Red Madness... At least now I can understand why the Grandmaster was willing to break all the traditions of the Order just to get you exalted to be a keeper. According to him, most of our battle against the cycle will stand... Yes, I believe that. Well, as I said, we both have to take the Holy Oath. You should talk to the Grandmaster as soon... Right. Dunwar. The apothecary examined him about an hour ago, and it doesn't look good. He was impulsive, yeah. You know, the reality is that he was the last of his bloodline, and his faith in the path and his destiny as a keeper were all that he had left. But I guess Master Bartar's revelation was just too much for him. It's hard to be told that everything you've lived for was a lie. Well, maybe I just don't show it as much. But yes, in a way, you're funny that the Grandmaster said nearly the same thing during the exaltation. That's true. Imagine you're the king of a small island, and one day your realm gets attacked by a fleet of Scarab Reavers.
Трудно
The
представить.
invasion catches you completely off guard, and within a few hours, the Reavers have advanced to the farmland, just a few feet from your city's main gates. And before you know it, you have to make a decision. Will you use the time that remains to entrench your army within the city's walls, or do you send them into the field to fight the Reavers there, knowing that there is only a slight chance to save the... It would, yes. But what if your foray fails, and ends up being the reason why the Scarab can break... What I'm trying to say is, it doesn't matter what you do. If your attempt to rescue the farmers fails, you will be accused of having acted blindly and idealistically. And, of course, there's a small chance the foray might work, but should decisions like that really be made as if they were a game of dice? As I said, I don't mean to absolve the Lightborn of their crimes, but I'd wager my left hand that they had a lot of similar decisions to make. I knew the question would come. I suppose the answer depends on whether you're in the mood for some gloomy talk. Sooner or later, you'll hear it from someone else anyway, so why not from me first? As you wish. Where should I start? Maybe I wish I knew. What I do know, though, is that the first memory I have is it was dark, and I eventually found the strength to get up and look around, and, well, the entire village. There were corpses everywhere. Men, women, children, and the houses had been... Whatever it was, I didn't have much time to think about it. As soon as one of them got off his horse, ran towards one of the corpses, and started screaming something in my direction. Then, by the name of the sun, it's strange to talk about it like this. It's been so long, but the memory feels as if it had happened yesterday. Well, it turned out the riders were hunters. They must have observed whatever it was from the distance, and ridden. The reason they thought I was somehow involved is that the village priest found me a couple of days before it happened near a shrine in the wilderness. Apparently, I was wearing torn clothing, and no matter what the apothecary tried, he couldn't wake me up from my comatose sleep. And it seems that made the right... For you, maybe. For them, they leave to go hunting, and when they come back, they find their village in ruins. Probably. Truth be told, I try not to think about it. I even made it to Ark all by myself, which didn't turn out to be much of an improvement in the end, because I was Yes, thinking about it now, I actually wonder how I made it through my time down there. But still, the winters down there were cruel, and if Master Tyrus hadn't found and taken care of me, yes, otherwise I would... He saw me, and he knew what he had to do, is how he put it. Of course, the Order wasn't too happy about a pathless child in the Scuola. Yes. Well, here we've reached the end of my impressive tale. I hope you liked it. Gone. He was very old.
Печально.
There was nothing anyone could do about it. He does, yes, and he's not alone in his opinion. One of those hunters recognized me in the market my first year as a novice, and you can imagine that it was easy pickings for those who were already against me. From then on, they added names to the derogatory stares. Demon Child, Witch, whatever they could come up with. Yes, maybe. You know what's funny? To some extent, I'm glad to be who I am. But I'd say that's enough of the gloomy stories, don't you think? There will be plenty of time for chatter in the future. You should. It's already late, but if you want, I can show you the most important places in the temple before you go to the Emporium. Good. Then get your gear from the chest by your bed and we'll go. Well then. Let's go.
Жалко, конечно, этого придурка, хоть он и придурок. Пойдем.
Yes.
Пойдем. Ну, идем, нет. Неужели?
Alright. This is the sanctum. It's a place of silence and prayer, and also where we'll be exalted later.
Yes.
Yeah, as if.
Thou art my lot.
What blessed?
Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path
Ну,
my
идем.
honor, in life as in death.
Идем, нет. Такая небольшая экскурсия. Ну ладно, думаю, это будет полезно. Дождь.
Okay, I think you've seen this place before. We call this part of the temple the Chronicum, and in here is gathered the knowledge of the Order, written down in books and parchments. Plus, all of the experiments and research on artifacts and magic is done here. So it's a place you'll probably see often in the near future. Ah, and just below the Chronicum is the temple smithy. You should get there if you need equipment. Over there, that's the scuola and the quarters, where both the keepers and the novices live. There's also a training room where everything from swordplay to marksmanship can be trained and taught. You will find some skilled teachers there. Well, I think that's about it. You've already been to the Emporium. Prepare myself, probably. Now walk blessed. I will see you soon.
Окей. Говорите. Я бы поспал. Я бы поспал. Потому что сейчас 11 вечера.
What blessed?
Довольно-таки внушительное время. Так. Можно отправиться, по идее, назад и там поспать. Лазарет. Так, почему я не могу тут спать? Вот такое нам надо. Значит, нужно поспать часов 10. Так. Тилище. Так, обитель.
And you actually believe this could work? It sounds absurd.
I don't believe I know. The mercenary, he might not be the shining knight of Castle Starsound, but he's better than most of your men. I want him, and you will need to
Так.
convince your true chaser of it.
Is that so? Very well, I will convince her. You will hear from me.
I hope so.
Prophet, good to see you. How you've never been in any danger. If I had... In any case, all that is left to do now is to recite. None of it, you'll see. The ceremony needs a little preparation. Even if it hurts to lose more time, the cleansing approaches, I can feel it. People I knew, including you. But these people, I believe that these... You did? That is, it must be related to our roles as emissaries. None. Maybe they are demons or... In any case, if they are indeed responsible for the cycle, they are our enemies. That's what matters for now.
Просто сейчас задание компаньона было провалено. Что вы слишком долго ждали, смотря на то.
Come back tomorrow for the ceremony. Yes. As I said before, my knowledge about that, yes. You know, dark corners of a moment where you knew exactly what another person thought or would correct. And while most people hardly feel their bodies might be, but the traces, this is the basic principle. Visions, premonitions, dreams that become real. Walk blessed.
Так, подождите, пока Тарантель подготовится. Хорошо. Подожду. 1 день, получается, нам нужно подождать. Ясно, ясно. Да, конечно, трэш. Ну ладно. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал, пишите комментарии. Всем удачи, всем пока.